Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday.
What do we got going on today? Just sitting around, drinking coffee.
Cheers.
Whee! So, it's the big day in the creek.
Oh,
Got a meeting.
Okay, so this is our Otter Creek pre-meeting, agenda meeting.
We're going to talk about the agenda. I'm also going to talk about the postings that they had for a meeting that they had on August 29th. And another date, I think they had a meeting. And we'll talk about all that today. And there's some interesting things in this agenda that I saw.
Yep, and I have a couple of extra notes. Actually, I just spoke to Jeremy a little while ago, so I got a couple extra notes from him, and I will be sharing those. So, interesting tidbit to add to your agenda meeting. It's part of the agenda too, so we'll talk about it when we get to it.
Okay. All right, so where to start?
At the beginning, that works.
With sip of coffee. All right, so on August 29th, they had put an emergency meeting agenda, and it basically just said public comments, none. Reason, filling the clerk's position. Announcement, filling clerk's position. A lot of redundancy there.
Yeah.
So I guess it's pretty straightforward. They don't want any comments, and which I think is odd at a meeting to not have any comments. It's not like a workshop.
Yeah.
A workshop, you don't really have comments.
Right.
But I mean, if somebody wanted to ask a comment anyway while we were doing workshops, I would have entertained that because
That's what
why
it's
wouldn't
for.
you? I mean,
yeah, that's what it's for.
I don't get all that anyway. But he didn't want any commentary, so they had that going on the 29th. I don't know who all applied for that. I don't know who was chosen or what transpired, because as of yet, there's still no minutes being put up on the website. Even this agenda hasn't been uploaded to the website. So I don't know what's going on. If they have filled the position and have a new clerk, I guess they're not doing all of their job yet.
I do find it odd, though, not to interject or interrupt, but they're making a special note and posting it, almost as if they're speaking to us because of something we said in a video about hiring these clerks without.
We'll get to that too.
Oh,
we haven't
okay,
even
yeah,
gotten to that agenda yet.
Okay, my bad. I'm putting the cart before the horse.
Usually. Somebody's always doing that. But no, I was just talking about still going back to August 29th when they had the emergency meeting
Okay, gotcha.
to hire the clerk. So I just wanted to put that out there that was a meeting they had. Don't know what came of it because they do not put out their minutes. Good luck getting an email answered or any of those things.
Yeah, they're real slow to reveal any information.
Slow, they
They're
don't
not
even do it.
They're
I
not
mean,
transparent
that's
at all.
public records and they're not
Yeah.
providing them.
Yeah, they could
So-
end up in a lawsuit. That's how it all starts.
You know, you keep rolling the dice and playing games. So then the next posting that they had was for September 2nd. And that was the Town of Otter Creek Council Trim and Budget Workshop Agenda. September 2nd, 2025 at 7 p.m. Announcement, Trim and Budget Workshop at Town Hall. And then it just bullets trim, budget, millage. And then it says, all in caps at the bottom, the public is encouraged to visit Town Hall during schedules, business hours, or to leave comments in the box. And I don't want to be so critical, but this is a professional atmosphere and you're putting out professional documents, and I have to note that there's a lot of misspellings, there's no punctuation, some stuff is all capped, some stuff is nothing is capitalized, not even the first letter. It's like all over the place. So I'm not really sure who it is that's typing all this stuff, but it's not being done in a professional manner.
I would agree with that. I've seen it and I'm like, gosh, who wrote this?
You know, and again, we're not all perfect,
Right.
and this is why you need to proofread, but this is really, really bad. And it's just not very professional at all. So again, I don't know who's in this position.
Do you want to kind of show that format to the camera just so they can kind of see what we're talking about? It's like a shell of an announcement.
I'll put these in at the end of the video because sometimes it's really hard when you're holding the phone up and it's blurry, and I won't know if it's blurry, so I don't want to do that. Okay. So I will put it in at the end of the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's just not what you would expect to be coming out of a town hall or any professional business.
Yeah, it's very 6th grade level written.
So, and now today, before the meeting, they'll have a trim meeting at 6 o'clock, which that's pretty common. That's what we did to have it right before, so you don't have to call all the people on 2 different occasions. So at the beginning of that, the mayor calls to order, the pledge, the roll call, approval of agenda is listed, public hearing, comment on tentative millage. Oh, they spelled millage right in this one. Ooh. Improvements.
All right.
Budget only. Approve tentative millage, approve tentative budget, and adjourn. So that'll happen right before the meeting. Now, from what I heard in the county, because they had some of their budget meetings, and I know a lot of people were complaining about how high the taxes were getting raised, and most importantly, the misappropriation of the funds and why they were raising the taxes. It's one thing to raise the taxes, it's a whole nother thing for why and what they're using that money for. So I know the people in Levy County are upset about that, and again, you got to remember these things when it comes time to vote. This is the important stuff.
It's important to go to those meetings too. Like
yeah.
If you live in the county and you're uninformed, it's too late to complain about it once it's been approved. You need to complain before it happens.
And I know there is some citizens that were there and did voice things, and
good for them,
because they were pretty much standalone and there wasn't much support, stuff went through anyway. And I know that's super frustrating, but I say kudos to those folks that came out and voiced their concerns. And I know it feels lonely when nobody's there backing you, but keep doing it. You're doing the right stuff, and hopefully enough people will start joining in. But unfortunately, it's going to be another year of overtaxation.
But normally what happens with that is a vast majority of the county is just not interested. When they get the tax bill in the mail, then they start complaining. Well, you got to get involved, people. You have to be involved in your community.
Especially on those lower levels.
Yes, those affect you personally.
Really have the opportunity to make differences on the lower level like that.
I think the smaller community governments are more important to you individually because they impact your life. When the president, whether you get this president or that president, and you don't get the one you want, it's not that big a deal because he's only dealing with national policy. And then you have a checks and balance and this and that. So it's not as derivative to you. It's not as important to your individual life down at the local level when the president way up here gets nominated. It's more important that local government, because they're the ones raising your local taxes. They're the ones that can get roads or not do improved roads or not, things that affect your life day to day. The president, his decisions don't affect your life in a day-to-day manner. So they're both important, but it's really important to go to your local meetings.
Yes, I definitely agree on that point. So this meeting, it says, will happen immediately following trim. So they're not even putting a time on it. So I guess if the trim ends ahead of time, they're going to start this meeting before 7 o'clock. So that's a big difference. So again, if people aren't paying attention in the town, the ones who automatically go at 7, they're going to miss the meeting.
They could.
Because
potentially
the
miss it.
trim doesn't usually last that long, and especially what I've seen from this board, I don't expect it to be that detailed. I know past ones where I was in attendance got detailed because we dug into it, but I don't expect it to be so detailed with this board.
Right.
So, or this mayor.
Yeah, he's kind of a hurry up and get it proved and go on to the next thing kind of guy. They don't like to spend any time on anything.
So in this agenda, we have, again, the usual, the mayor calls to order, the pledge, the roll call, and then there's the public comments reminder. In order to be acknowledged, you must fill out the card and put it in the box. Then it says approval of agenda. And now, of course, is the time if they want to add stuff into the agenda or perhaps even take things away, any changes, now's the time to do it. Then they approve the agenda. Yeah. And then after that, and I think this is what you were more talking about on this agenda, where you felt that maybe these bullet points were pointed at things we've been mentioning in our videos. And perhaps because it seems kind of odd the way it's worded. Yeah. And again, I'll post these at the end of the video so that you can look at them more fully and draw your own conclusions.
They've hired clerks in the past without doing it. I mean, you didn't, but they've hired 1 or 2 clerks without doing it, and then suddenly we say something and now they're doing it. So they've had, what are we on, our 5th clerk?
I don't even know. I've lost
6
count.
months?
I might need to whip out my Mary math calculator to figure this one out.
Oh, 1, 2,
I don't know.
I don't even know how many they've had, but they've only had 1 meeting to discuss it since
this one.
Yeah, the last one. That's it. All the others, they just did it.
So then it says approval of minutes from August 19th, 2025 council meeting, and then in is that a parenthesis? Oh no, it's an asterisk. And it says to fill, and then all in caps, permanent clerk position. Well, the posting was for August 29th, but this says August 19th. So there again is another typo, or was it what? I don't know.
Inconsistency.
I mean, there's no minutes to go along with anything, so kind of a guessing game there. And then it says approval of minutes from August 19th, 2025 council meeting. So it lists the same date with 2 different meetings, which makes no sense. So was there a typo on the other emergency meeting posting? Like, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff going on and it's a little confusing, especially when you don't have the minutes to back stuff up. But I think they want everyone to be confused and not know what's going on. Yeah. So they're probably pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
But I also think it's weird how stuff is all capped and bolded and some is lowercase, like nothing jives. It just looks so weird.
It's poorly written.
And I did notice that the format changed from what Belinda was using. And you'll see that as well.
Yeah.
So they'll go through and approve these 2 sets of minutes. And then the next thing says all in caps.
All in caps.
Underline.
And underline. Like, who does that? You don't write a document like that.
To fill permanent clerk position. And then in lowercase, it says advertised September 5th, 2025 through 19th. So it's like they're spelling everything out because we are asking, was stuff advertised? Was this done at meetings? So they're spelling it all out, whether it be all in caps, lowercase, and again, not very professional just the way it's wrote. So I don't know what fill-I means. So did they fill-I the permanent clerk position?
I don't know what fill-I is.
Fill-I.
Fill-I? I guess they mean fill.
They do, but
Oh.
I'm going to make fun of it because it's here.
Yeah.
Fill-I. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I guess we'll see who the new clerk is at some point. Then the next thing says, all in caps, underline.
Since this is all in caps, should we be screaming?
Oh, no. I feel
I
like
feel like they're yelling at us.
I know. It's so aggressive. And you know what they took out where it said old business, new business. Now it's just like wrote in here, however. It's just very odd.
Yeah.
Adopt resolution to appoint new clerk as signer on both bank accounts. So I'm guessing everybody will find out who the new clerk is at this meeting, and they're gonna put the new person on the bank accounts. Hopefully this is a good person for the town, but I'm kind of worried after seeing this agenda.
Yeah, it's
Because it looks very much like some of the crazy postings you see online with bad punctuation and, you know.
I'm hoping she's not involved in this. I think if she was, it would be all over the internet.
Yeah, I feel like she would have blasted it all over. So it's like, who is this? I don't know. Someone may be in over their head
It's a circus, all right.
with this position.
My goodness.
Their anxiety might be through the roof
I look
after
over,
a
I look
couple
over
of
at it
weeks.
because I'm trying to, and I can't really read the words, but just the format of the whole thing, it's screaming at you. It's bold letters, it's capitalized, the whole sentence is capitalized, it's all underlined. It's like, oh my goodness, this is not how you write.
Right, well, there's, like I said, there's no old business, the new business, and then the next thing has like bullet points with asterisks.
And nothing filled out. Like I see a list of things here, but nothing's filled in.
Well, no, you're ahead
Okay.
again, but it's okay. I don't know. It's pretty messy. So I'm going to tell you that this is new business. I mean, all of it is kind of new business, right?
Yeah.
So this all has asterisks. It's not underlined. It's not all in caps. So they're done yelling at us for right now, but they'll go back to it shortly.
Yeah, they go back to it.
So the first thing on here is talk about town festival.
Oh yeah, that ought to be
So
easy.
the first thing I want to say about that is, wouldn't you have a name for your festival? Like it should be the second annual train festival.
Yeah.
And there's no detail, there's no name. So are they ditching the whole train theme? Or are they, what are they doing? Because I'm pretty sure, and I'm sure all of you can guess, that Travis is not going to be organizing the festival for them after what
he
has
got
been
treated.
going on. Because he really did a lot, if not all of the work, pretty much last year with organizing everything. And like, it was unbelievable how much stuff he did.
So is this where I can chime in on my comment?
Of course. Did you raise your hand?
Teacher, call. Ooh, pick me.
Did you put your name in the box? First of all, did you put your name in the box?
Wait.
Because I'm going to need to find out what's happening.
Where's your box?
We'll just allow you to put it on the table right
All right.
now.
There you go.
Okay, we do have paper in the box. There is somebody who would like to make a comment. please state your name for the record, and you have 3 minutes.
I'm Brett Granger, and I would just like to make an announcement that Jeremy Hales has said officially he is not, and you could have guessed this, I knew this already, but he made a point, and I said, hey, can I mention that on the video? And he's like, sure. So I always get his permission before I just assume. But he is not going to be participating in anything that helps the mayor, specifically Zim or the town.
Large and in part too, I think, as he has announced recently, that he doesn't want to do any public events because of what's going on.
So that means no Christmas in the Creek and no festival help.
So, and he has announced that.
And that's because of Zim's actions and his, what do you call it? Inappreciative attitude towards the way he's treated Travis, the way he's treated, just the way he's running the town, really, in general. I don't have any specific sightings other than the, not getting Ron Power and being ridiculous with Travis and just the whole thing. And
well, I don't know how anybody in the town is really going to rally around this when he's been not serving the town very well. Usually your town and your people don't rally around you when you're...
The way he's handled Lynette's property and all that, I mean... She doesn't have a certificate of occupancy for a house, but she's living on the property. That's illegal, and he's not doing anything about it. So that's a big part of it too. He's not doing his job. These are all things. There might be other things, but these are the 3 big things that were pointed out to us, and they're obvious. These are things he shouldn't be doing. So, that's it. That was my public comment. Did I get it in 3 minutes?
I don't know.
Okay.
I usually never know where you're going or what's going to be happening, so...
I don't think it's really a big surprise.
I just sit back and brace myself, usually.
I don't think it really comes as a big surprise to anyone.
Well, no, because he stated yesterday that he wasn't going to be doing those things because of what was going on in the nation. Now, I don't know about anything else you're throwing out there, but that's what I know is there's not going to be a Christmas in the Creek, and he's not doing public meetings because of it's just not safe what's going on in the world today.
Yeah.
So.
And Levy County is not a very safe place to live because.
And besides the fact with all the court costs, there's not money left over to be doing these things.
Yeah, he made that point.
I mean, those are huge expenses.
Yeah, he spent $30,000 to $50,000 and gave it all away to people, and that's the things that he likes to do. But he's not going to do it for a town that's not appreciated, and all the lawsuits kind of hinder your budget. And I get it.
So that was the first thing. So I'm really interested to see and hear more about this festival and what they're going to be doing. From what I saw last year of everything, it seemed like it was a lot to highlight his new RV park, and that's why there was a festival.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And the Christmas in the Creek thing was on his property. So, we'll just leave that at that. And, everybody can draw their own conclusions, which they have, and what you got is what you see.
Yep.
So the next bullet point says workshops for ordinances. So I guess now they're going to be laying down some ordinances, and they're going to have some workshops for them. They don't state what those ordinances may be. I guess they'll talk about that more, or maybe they won't, since they like to be very tight-lipped and not very transparent at these meetings. So we'll have to wait and see what that's all about. Maybe they're gonna put some ordinances in place for the dogs running all over the town.
I don't think so. I think they're gonna be ordinances. I mean, I'm not against the ordinances. I think they should have had them first. I think they should have had them a year ago. But, other things took priority over the town this last year. So,
Maybe they're gonna be ordinances that involve the permitting and the building
yeah.
and that.
I think he's gonna try to make it very hard to build anything in the town.
Trying. I think he's already been doing that.
He's basically gonna shut down any new projects, unless they're his, of course, and then that's different. So, I said it.
So, and then the next bullet point is talk about new ongoing and grants. I'm not really sure what a new ongoing is,
Yeah, what's a new ongoing?
as
I think it's
opposed to
missing
an
a word.
old ongoing.
It's missing something, isn't it?
It sure is.
Ongoing what? Zoo?
So they're going to
Circus?
talk about new, ongoing, and grants. So I would speculate they're still trying to get a grant in for that community center.
Oh, yeah.
I know that was a big, important thing
Waste of
for
money.
a few people.
Yeah, a few people, yeah.
Again, that's another thing I don't think is needed in the town. The town doesn't use these things to support it. When the library was in town hall, nobody came and looked at any books. So that nothing got utilized there. So why would a whole big community center get used?
Well, his RV park needs a community center, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Just saying.
I don't know what it
I
needs.
see the writing on the wall. 5 or 6, 10 years from now, when the town's bankrupt and they have to sell property or businesses, they're going to sell that. Guess who's going to buy it?
I don't know.
Pennies on the dollar. What do you want to bet?
I don't bet. I'm not really a betting person.
I'm not either. I'm speculating. I can afford to speculate. I can't afford to bet. I could be wrong, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Usually people don't end up surprising me that much.
No, not anymore.
But then we go into the department reports, and this was changed a little bit because there's the asterisks, they're all underlined and they're all capitalized, and it says department reports. First one is administration, maintenance, then public safety, then building and zoning, and then water. And again, like it doesn't even say anything near them. So the administration report will be given by the new Clerk. Philae permanent clerk will be giving us the administration report. Maintenance is usually done by Richard. Public safety,
They never say
think
anything.
that's supposed to be Laura Mott or not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
not for Mott.
Then building and zoning is usually done by Zim, even though if they have a building and zoning guy, he should be attending the meetings
Yes.
and talking about that, especially since it's a hot topic.
Right.
So as to why he's not there, I think he should have been at the last meetings where they knew they were going to be talking with Travis and these things, why the gentleman that's in charge of that department isn't in regular attendance at the meetings.
Yeah, that should be part of his.
That doesn't seem kosher to me.
That should be part of his scope of work.
And
is attending
especially when you know that there's a need for it, which there has been. So I don't know about that. So if you're listening, you might want to have that person there for that reason.
meetings.
And then the next, we're going to talk about the water. So that's been a hot topic lately. Will it be clean? Is it clean? Is it drinkable? Are people still being charged for non-drinkable water? Is it online? What's going on? Are the prices going up? I don't know. I guess stay tuned for that report. Usually that's done by Zim. So then there's announcements,
Ooh.
and that is blank.
The whole thing's basically blank except for the headers.
Kind of looks like well, even Mary did a better job at the agendas.
Actually, she did.
Than this.
Yeah.
So I got to give it where it's due.
Yeah, we give kudos when they have kudos.
Mary did a better job at the.
She normally just had misspellings, but she didn't have grammatical errors like this. This is crazy.
No, I think what she really had was a blank. Like there wasn't really
There wasn't
any
a lot of
information.
substance. Yeah, it was
So,
generic.
but here you have even less information, many misspellings, many improper punctuation, grammar, the whole nine. So anyway, under announcements, it's blank. And here's where they usually talk about the Wackasassa meeting and the children's table and all those things. So if you're interested in any of that, I guess you're going to have to call the town hall, or I'd tell you to look at their website, but you won't find it there either. So, and then it says public comments. Members of the public have 3 minutes to speak to the council on any one topic.
3 minutes.
And
Is that like Mark Feather?
what's less?
Oh, it's not even 15.
And water bill accounts will be discussed at the town hall. Oh, no, wait.
No water bill.
Wait. It says note, water bill accounts will be discussed at town hall meetings. So they took out a word there.
I think it's
I don't know.
missing. They're
Well,
not gonna
of
have
course,
that.
but why would you take it out? It was there before. So anyway, I'm just reading it the way it is.
They're even messing up the cut and paste.
So, I mean, it was already there. You took it out.
Right.
So now they're saying that the water bill accounts will be discussed at town hall meetings. Please get with clerk during normal business hours, Tuesday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. The public is encouraged to visit the town hall during scheduled business hours. I have seen that encouragement.
Yeah, I feel real encouraged.
I have seen a few videos of that encouragement that
Yeah.
people are getting.
The 3 hours that they're open a week.
Or to leave comments in the drop box at the town hall anytime to be reviewed, addressed,
Yeah, but how do you
and
gonna get any
added to the
answers?
next agenda if necessary.
So
So we will get in touch with you if we feel that you are so worthy.
right.
Wow.
Wow.
So, you know,
I just shake my head. I don't know. I don't.
I think
I've
it's
ever
very
seen-
shameful, and I can't help but to laugh, y'all, because laughter is like the only good way to deal with things. Getting angry and confused and everything else just, it doesn't serve well. So I'd rather laugh about the things.
This would normally make me angry if I was there.
Well, if I was there, this
Yeah.
wouldn't be happening,
Well, yeah, if
and
you were
I'm
there, it
sorry,
wouldn't
and I
happen.
know there'll be people that say, well, this is all your fault, and whatever, but,
There weren't a lot of choices. Okay.
you know, it is what it is,
weren't a lot
and
of
you can't
choices.
make everybody happy, and, you know, I don't try for that. I just try to make God happy at the end of the day, and, you know, it's a shame that they're just continuing to ride it out in reverse. So you should really buy a car with more gears, especially one that goes forward.
It's sad to see, but we're not surprised by it. So I mean, we were kind of shocked at first the way kind of things went off track, but now that it's gone off track, we're not surprised.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was just a little bit, you
A
know,
burp.
a little veer over on the edge because someone wasn't paying attention and they were checking their phone or something when they should have had both hands on the wheel, and they would have right back over. But Nah, they're just all the way over here.
They're driving through
They
the trees
dropped
now.
it down and they're in reverse and they're not even looking behind them, and that's dangerous.
You know, in the military, we call this a goat rope. That's the nice term we have for it. There are others, but I'll refrain. I've never seen anything so disorganized,
So, ugh!
so
Did you say ugh?
Yeah, I think I did. But they just seem to be aimlessly wandering around with no intentional purpose.
And for the good people and my friends that live in Otter Creek, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that this is what is happening in your town.
But when the town doesn't show up,
You gotta get there. You gotta show up, and you gotta
get
show
involved.
that you care. You know, it's your town.
When you don't care, this is what happens. So
It's a perfect example of that.
it's actually more fault than it is yours.
Because,
You set them up for success, and
well, it's not my fault.
I know.
I was just saying that people say that.
I know people say that.
But people say lots of things, you
Yeah.
know. It's easy to be on that side saying things when you don't know the full scope,
When
and
they say things, but
you
they
don't know how much fun it was to live there,
Yeah, you
and
say
all
you
these
talk.
other things. So
They talk, but they don't do. Isn't that the first thing you said at one of the meetings? I don't just sit, I do.
yeah,
So you did,
but
and they sit there. So they kind of weep what they sow.
you know, that's exactly what bad representation loves, is when people let
Don't
them
do
do
anything.
whatever they want.
Yeah,
So
that's what you got.
there it is. So it should be interesting to see what actually happens at that meeting. And I have to be honest with you, I don't know if anybody's going to show up to even record this meeting or live stream it.
Yeah.
And obviously, they're not going to go out of their way in the town hall to ever have a live stream or a YouTube channel, because they don't want it. They are more than happy for nobody to be in there filming anything that's going on.
Yeah, they want their little 20-minute meeting, and then that's it.
So they don't like transparency. And, you know, I'm speaking, the person who runs the meetings, again, is the mayor. Unless the mayor designates somebody else to run the meetings.
He probably should, so we can hear the meeting.
Right? I vote for Megan to run the meeting,
Yeah,
because
you can hear her.
she enunciates, she speaks loudly.
Clearly
So I vote that Megan
runs the meeting.
runs the meeting. If you're listening, we love you. You do a great job. And who knows? Just so many things.
Yeah, there's so many things going through my head, but it's not wise to speak to them.
You
It's
know,
just shaking my head going, okay, well, let's see. Maybe they can get it back on track.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. But again, you know, I wish somebody would get in there and stream the meetings, because it's not good to have people not accountable. And, you know, logically, the town hall should be the one live streaming those meetings.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even have to have comments available on the meetings.
Yeah,
You
they can
just
turn comments
live
off.
stream and turn the comments off. It gives everybody transparency.
Mm-hmm.
It protects them.
Yeah.
But I don't know, in my opinion, if you don't want to be on film and you have that much problem with it when you're in those positions, especially, something probably good ain't going on there.
It sounds like
Did I say that right? I might need more coffee.
It sounds like the mayor likes liability. He seems to attract liability.
I don't know. All I can do is, you know, do a lot of shrugging and a lot of yikesing and wowing.
Shake my head. That's all I can come up with. Is
You
just
know, and
shaking my head.
y'all have been invested in this little town for quite some time.
Yeah, y'all seen it.
And you're just hanging in there waiting and praying. And now we're sitting in that boat with y'all where we're hanging in, waiting and praying. And you're just like, you know, you're eating your popcorn, you're at the movies, you're watching this go on, and you're like, that didn't really happen, did it? Oh my goodness, you know? And it's just like,
It's like
Wow.
a circus. You're watching
know,
the people going to trapeze. And
you thought eventually everything was going to get so boring that nobody would watch or be interested anymore.
it was headed that way.
It was headed that way.
It was.
Zim could have had
He could have had
what
that.
he really wanted with
Right.
nobody paying attention and doing whatever just by doing the right thing and being boring.
Right.
But you gotta do the right thing.
And you got to be transparent, or else everybody speculates.
So here we are eating our popcorn, saying prayers for this town, and who knows what's gonna happen.
We don't know.
Your guess is as good as
We'll
mine.
find out when you do. If we find out, we'll let you know.
Yep, so again, if nobody live streams the meeting, we will not be having a recap of the meeting
On Wednesday.
on Wednesday. We'll just have a regular video.
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody's live streaming, then we can talk about what happened there.
Yeah.
So hopefully something good happens.
That'd be nice. And we'll give kudos. We'll give good marks if good things happen. But, yeah.
Oh, it's hard to say all that with a straight face now, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, guys. It's been interesting talking about this today, especially. Again, it's hard to keep a straight face. I apologize.
It is. It's.
So we'll talk to you all again soon. Stay positive and do something good in this world. And if nothing else, just go around smiling and spreading smiles and being positive. Lots of love to y'all.
Yep.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Talk
See
to you soon.